One of the problems that fishermen run into when on the water is when you're talking about speed. Most of us don't have speedometers on a boat. Some of them do. But when you ask how fast you're going, and people ask you, well, how fast were you going? Now, how are you going to answer that? It's very difficult to answer that. Now, in my guidelines was that you start with a good wiggle in your lure and then speed up. Run it for a while at one speed and then turn around and do it with another speed. And now, so we can demonstrate that in quite a few ways for you when you're on the water where you don't have any kind of a speedometer or any kind of guideline to go by. So what you have to do is to check it out. We have a guideline about cold water and hot water as a guideline, but also we have a guideline that follows that says, but you better check it out. We have several ways that we can check it out, that I always checked it out, and I think it'll give you an idea about speed control, whereas you can visualize it. That's hard to do in a way because how do you know that the fish will take 6 miles an hour or 5 miles an hour? The only thing you can know is that I'm going real slow or I'm going real fast. But you also got to be thinking in terms of that fish that you're going to catch. And as I said before, you better check it out. So let's take a couple, 3 demonstrations here to show you what I did way back there when I was checking out the speed of a lure or how fast I had to go. And I had to have some guidelines. I didn't have no speedometer on my boat. So that's what we're going to do. And the first thing we're going to do is to look at the lure. Take it very slow, and we're going to put the lure in the water. It's a very slow type thing. Now I'm going to speed the thing up just a little bit. Now that's just about a normal trolling speed for a spoon plugger. Now I'm gonna go with a hot weather speed. Just keep shooting it. Now I'm gonna slow down to just a little slow speed. And the way I look at that old fish must be in ice water or less, or he's sick. Because I know one thing, anytime that he takes a minnow or food, such as a minnow, he certainly isn't going that slow. That fish is doing just so fast you can hardly see him. So don't ever think that you're going to outrun him, because it's no way that you're going to outrun him. You see it? I'm going to make a slow trolling pass here by those trees. Now I want you to notice how slow they pass. Now I got a pretty good trolling speed. Now look how slow they've moved by. You saw how slow I went by that tree. That was a real slow trolling speed. Years ago when I was trolling along the bank, I was watching trees and especially rocks and stumps along the shoreline. And I was trolling what I thought was a pretty good speed. This is way back there, such as you saw there. And I got to thinking about that fish. That when a fish strikes a minnow, or when he takes food, he moves so fast you can hardly see him. And here I come poking down through there, and my lure just barely moving, or my bait just barely moving. That wasn't exactly, as far as I'm concerned, that would have the fish to take it. So what I did, I started speeding up, and I'm thinking, now that fish, I'm gonna make it go at least as fast as he is, but primarily I'm gonna go so fast that it'll be an oddball, so he'll take it. Well, there wasn't nothing oddball about the way on that slow troll. So we'll find us a rock up here, and we'll follow that rock real close into the shore. Now I'm going to speed up. I'm going to get a little faster. That's pretty good troll speed right here. Now I'm going to do one more of a hot weather thing. So watch that stump as you fast on kind of warm weather trolling speed. Now what's that marker? And I'm going to go real slow, a little slow troll. Now, can you imagine how slow a bait would be going? The fish would have to be sick to catch one going that fast. Now we're going to speed it up to just a normal troll. Now I'm going to go to kind of a summer fast speed. Now one thing you have to remember, you're going to have to practice a little bit on some of these demonstrations so that you practically know where you're going. I keep saying that you have to check out your speed. Now, if you demonstrate this to yourself sometimes about following a log or rock along the shoreline and checking your speeds, and then kind of keep in mind when you hit a fish about what speed you record. Although you don't have a speedometer on your boat, pretty soon, it's like me now, I do it so long that I can feel the wiggle of my lure about what speed I'm going. So you have to work on this, how to determine speeds, and especially note how you what speed you were doing when you hit a fish any particular day. But these will give you some idea, and you start getting a picture of speed control, and pretty soon it won't be long before you'll be checking out your speeds. And that's the main thing I want you to do, and so you practice a little bit on demonstration of speed, and when you get on the water, that will give you control. That will not give you problems. Now I see people trolling at about this speed. I don't know what they're fishing for. To me, that would be just sitting still. In the ice, if the ice was on, maybe a dead minute at 0 speed might work.